Okay, it's the first trading day of June, which means I have 20 trading days to reach my goal of $10,000. And I intend to post everything that I do, the good, the bad, and the stupid. Okay, so here's what we're trying to accomplish today. Let me see if I can bring this up here. Does this work? There we go. It's a brand new month. P&L is exactly zero. There's no losses, there's no wins. It's just a fresh, clean slate. And what my goal is this month is to reach $10,000 on my P&L in 20 trading days after commissions and fees, and do it by virtue of simply maintaining my rules. I have such a difficult time with certain disciplines. One is cutting a trade loose when it reaches my max loss per trade. The other is stopping when I'm down my max loss per day. Now, I've delegated that portion of it to my broker. My broker will disallow me from adding to a position or opening any new positions if I exceed $500. Let's actually go over my trading plan rules. So my max loss per day is $500. So if at any point in any trade I exceed this level or fall below this level, all I can do is close positions. So the problem I had last week is I just refused to close it. It meant I had to stop for the day. And it's just a horrible habit to have. And it wouldn't be surprised if it happened to me today or any other day. It's a discipline that I need to learn, to appreciate. So the other one is a max loss per trade. Some days I do a real good job at this, and other days I do a horrible job at it. And oftentimes I'll average into a trade that's going against me if I can rationalize some support or resistance on the chart. And again, another terrible habit that if I were to just maintain these two goals, I would be profitable all the time. Now, not all the time, but as an example, in the past 9 days, in the past 9 trading days, because I think one of the days in the past 2 weeks was a holiday, 8 of those days I was up at least $500 on 8 of those days. There was only one day that I started down and ended down. 7 of those 8 days, or 7 of those 9 days, I was up over $1,000. So in maintaining these rules, there's one other rule that which is 3 max consecutive losses. That's another one that's very, very important. If I lose 3 times in a row, it means that whatever I'm doing isn't working in the market that I'm trading in at that moment. And it's time to stop, find something else to do. So I've gone back. My software, the Morning Scalper, can back test your own results in what-if scenarios. Like, what if you capped every loss at $300? It'll actually turn some winners into losers. You know, winners where your drawdown was $400 or $500, but came back and you made $500, $600 on it. It'll cancel that out and give you the loss, but also cap your losses at $300. And when I do that back testing, it says I would be, fantastically profitable. So my dog just came to visit, so I don't want you to think I'm doing anything else other than pet my puppy. I'm gonna have to cut that part out. Okay, so the next one is 4,000 share max position size. This, for no other reason other than the fact that I get myself into trouble with large size. It makes winners a lot nicer, but it makes losers a whole lot more painful. So I will try to keep track of that today as well. And the final one, which is a little bit arbitrary, is a 10 trade per day limit. I try to cap my trades at an amount where anything beyond that is just over trading. And the thing is that if I'm up and I'm continuing, it's not quite as harmful. But if I'm down and I'm placed in trade number 11, that's out of desperation. and or fear of being down on the day. And very seldom do I make good decisions under those circumstances. So the other goal that I'm going to try to keep in mind for the next 20 trading days is a $1,000 gross profit limit per day. In other words, if I'm up $1,000, if it's on my first or second trade, just walk away. Just walk away. Now, my goal, well, actually, I was prepared to talk about the strategies that I'm going to try to use. And one is a very simple strategy. It is a 3-minute, it's on a 3-minute candle chart. But it's the first 3-minute candle to make a new high after a resting candle. So this is the essence of the Ross Cameron warrior trading strategy. And he's the one that taught it to me. And again, I can't say enough good things about that program. If you haven't taken it, consider it. It's pricey, and it's expensive to take the Warrior Pro trading course, but it pays for itself. You know, if you're brand new to trading, I can't imagine accumulating all that information into a curriculum as concise as that. It's actually very, very impressive. Very, very impressive. So anyway, this is that setup. So here, it actually occurs a couple of times even on this example chart. You know, you have a move up and then a new candle, a resting candle, a candle that doesn't necessarily reach the top of that run up. And what this candle represents right here is people taking profit. You know, people made some money on this run up. So they take profit, maybe take more profit here. And again, when the sellers outnumber the buyers, the price will drop, and it's reflected in these two candles here. But when it resumes on this candle right here, that's your entry. It means that there is still momentum in that stock. The people that were taking profit are essentially done, and you have an opportunity for, it's not a very good arrow, for a nice move in the direction you look at. This also works in the opposite direction too. But usually if I'm going to go long in something, it's typically on the 3-minute chart with some of the lower cap stocks. So anyway, this will be something that I'll be looking for today. The next one, let's get rid of this. Oh, I guess I have to learn how to use this. The next strategy is something that I've cooked up and I've had very, very good luck with. It's based on information that I've read and videos that I've watched of a fellow that I cannot remember his name. I saved the video. And I'd love to give him credit for this, but I couldn't find the indicator anywhere. I had to make it myself using E-Trade. I had to write my own scripts. But the way that it works, and you can't really see it because of the thumbnail image here, but I track the MACD. That's what these dots are. These dots are the MACD, and the MACD is a level which is it's a number that is essentially the 26 moving average minus the 12 moving average. I'm pretty sure that that's what that is. And then there's a set of Bollinger Bands. Now, Bollinger Bands typically reflect information on the price action. And these are your just run-of-the-mill Bollinger Bands, which, if you're not familiar with them, is really 2 standard deviations of the 20 moving average. So, you know, there would be this, you know, center line, which would be the 20 moving average, and then the bands at the top and the bands at the bottom are 2 standard deviations above and 2 standard deviations below. You're going to see lots of different configurations of that, but John Bollinger, the man who invented it, that's how he created it and used it. The way I do that is when the MACD touches its own Bollinger Band as the Bollinger Bands are opening up. So, you know, you see you're making some touches here, subtle touches, but the Bollinger Bands here, the Bollinger Bands aren't expanding, but as soon as they reach here, they start turning red. I just programmed it to turn red if the calculation of the two is greater than the candle before. So as the Bollinger Bands begin to open, if these MACD data points are riding the Bollinger Band either to the upside or to the downside, that's either a short signal or a long signal. Now, to make it happen, you can see this data point right here, this MACD level, coincides with this candle. This would be the entry point because the one before it closed red. If that makes any sense. And sometimes it takes a lot of discipline for me to do that. I often see them heading down and it looks like they're opening up, and I tend to anticipate, which can get me into trouble. But when I don't, when I'm disciplined, you can see this is from Friday. This is AMD from Friday, and I traded this. I entered here, and I want to say I got out here, because it was a halfway. I can't see what the numbers are, but it was about a 20-cent move. But it continued down, It's a great indicator. It's helped me immensely both to the upside and the downside. But you have to be patient. This setup happens maybe once a day on a stock like AMD. So you're literally going to sit here and stare at it for a long time. So if you're inclined to trade out of boredom, this can be a tough one. You can find yourself in the bushes sniping and waiting a long time for this one. So let me just get rid of this stuff here. So I'll be looking for this setup today as well. So that's it. Bell's gonna ring in about, I want to say 11 minutes. I'll see you on the other side. So what I'm watching for now is a 3-minute candle, a red to green move. In other words, a new candle to make a new high. Take a look at the 1-minute chart.
Required stop loss, 12 cents. Position closed. Please log win or loss before you forget.
$866, one trade on a new candle to make a new high.
Tremendous.
I'm actually pretty happy with that. There's my daily goal, and then some. So right now, I have to discipline myself to simply walk away. One trade. I'm not going to ask for more than that. I could spend the rest of the day here, give back half of it, and spend hours trying to get back to where I am right now. Look at this. Look at it go. But you know what? It can go without me. I made what I wanted to make.
Required stop loss, 12 cents.
I anticipated this, hoping to get a little better price on this short position. We're short at 29.17.
Required stop loss, 24 cents.
I sold half. Or covered half. Look at that.
Required stop loss, 48 cents.
Covered another half. So we got 625 shares short. Got 1,100 in profits locked in. Shorted again at the VWAP.
Required stop loss, 10 cents.
All right, shorted it. And that might have been a good call. Closed below the VWAP on the 5-minute chart. It's pulling off of the Bollinger Bands here. Can't let this become a $300 loser.
Position closed. Please log win or loss before you forget.
That was just plain obstinance there. The setup was good, but it turned around, and I should have gotten out as soon as it closed, at least when it closed above the VWAP.
Required stop loss, 12 cents.
Well, I'm back. And this is just such an example of the type of stupid shit that I do, because I'll make it back. I'll make the $200 that I'm down. But, you know, I was up $866 after 8 minutes. And now we're an hour and 8 minutes into the day, and I'm down 200. I'll never learn. Well, that's wrong. I will learn. And you'll be here to watch me learn. Sometimes I do like to look at the high day scanner to see if there's something that popped up that's ready to roll over. It's too expensive. So here we broke the VWAP. It's coming back up. If it bounces back off, it could be an opportunity to get short. But I'm going to watch the SPY a little bit more carefully. The SPY has been up. This was the SPY through that entire thing. If it just one red candle. It seems to have failed on the retest. Three-minute candle to make a new low.
Required stop loss, 12 cents.
I got short at 29.09.
Required stop loss, 7 cents. Required stop loss, 0.05. You have exceeded your maximum position size. You are breaking one of your most important trading plan rules. I'm watching you, Eddie. I expect you to trade like a professional. Walk away if you can't.
You may get your wish here, Petra. Now we're solidly below the VWAP. There we go.
I'm watching you, Eddie. I expect you to trade like a professional. Walk away if you can't. Position closed. Please log win or loss before you forget. Terrific.
All right, we're going to watch this tighten up.
Required stop loss, 12 cents. Required stop loss, 8 cents. Required stop loss, 6 cents. You are at your maximum position size. Do not add to this position. Position closed. Please log win or loss before you forget. Terrific.
Well, it's showing me with profit, but of course I don't, because Of course, I'm not profitable because of my my commissions.
Required stop loss, 12 cents. Required stop loss, 8 cents. Position closed. Please log win or loss before you forget. Required stop loss, 12 cents. Required stop loss, 8 cents. Required stop loss, 10 cents.
Oh, I've got about $170 worth of commissions, so I'm up $100 on the day. I suppose we can hang out and wait for an opportunity. I'm real disappointed in myself. Obviously, I was up $866 after 8 minutes. And I'm pretty sure I said right here on camera, now's the time to stop. But I couldn't. I had to go back to the well with AMD. And actually was up 1,200 at one point. But that wasn't enough for my greedy ass. So I ended up giving back $800. And then one dangerous trade on Goose that I was backwards on for a period. So it appears that my win ratio is pretty good, but my ability to cut a loser loose is famously absent. So that's what I'm working on. That's what I need to work on. When I master that, you know, I've got this.
Required stop loss, 12 cents. Required stop loss, 8 cents. Required stop loss, 10 cents. Required stop loss, 7 cents. Required stop loss, 0.05. You have exceeded your maximum position size. You are breaking one of your most important trading plan rules. Position closed. Please log win or loss before you forget. Amazing.
Funny how we're so close to where we were 8 minutes into the day. Except now I've got almost $200 worth of commissions that I've got to pay for.
Required stop loss, 12 cents. Required stop loss, 12 cents. Required stop loss, 7 cents. Required stop loss, 0.05. You have exceeded your maximum position size. You are breaking one of your most important trading plan rules. At this moment, are you being fearful, greedy, or just plain stupid? Required stop loss, 10 cents. Position closed. Please log
Okay.
win or loss before you forget. You have reached your maximum number of trades for the day. Please respect this important rule. Anything beyond this point is overtrading. Amazing.
Okay, so that's it for me. 10 trades. That's one rule that we're going to uphold today, is I'm not going to overtrade, even though I think 10 trades is kind of overtrading. Bunch of real foolish mistakes today. Real just foolish mistakes. We're up gross $1,075. I think my commissions are in the $200 range. I can't really tell yet. I'll calculate here in a second. Yeah, actually a little bit more between commissions and fees. My commissions are less than 100, but my fees are at 130. So we'll end up with 800 in profit for the day. 2 hours. Really just today was annoying. It was just an annoying day. I annoyed myself. You can't let the market annoy you. The market doesn't care. It just does its thing. I definitely felt myself forcing it in a couple situations, and my obstinance of not cutting loose a loser has got to come to an end. So, we beat the goal. The goal for today was $500. We're net up $800 plus. So we're on track. It's day 1 of 20. I've got 19 more to go, and I'm going to go import all this stuff now and see how it looks statistically. So anyway, we'll be back at it tomorrow. Whether you thought this video was either helpful or terrifying, either way, go ahead and click the subscribe button if you want to see more. I intend to upload a video like this each day going forward until I either master this or completely blow up my account. So if you'd like to see more content like this, go ahead and click the subscribe button. It's the red button. Go ahead, click that, and you will find out when I add new stuff. But check back each day because I intend to upload every day until I either master it or it beats me altogether.